This area is like the best area I've ever found in my entire life for cliff spots. It is a little windy, dude. My drones never let me down, dude, even in the wind, but too many RVs were getting blown off of that cliff. The probability of like the wind blowing it over this cliff is crazy low. So it looks like they had a gathering and some sort of ritual. This has already been a rough enough video to make since nothing has worked out the way that it's supposed to, so well, hello again from right outside of Moab. It is a little windy, dude. I've got a beautiful view of the LaSalle Mountains right over here, and then a beautiful view of the airport right there, which is why I can't fly the drone. No point in flying the drone anyway, dude. If I put that up in the air, all you'd see is a sea of rigs, man, because this is where everybody stays around Moab, right here. It is crowded, dude. This is where I stay during my work week a lot of times, and I'm just super happy that there's a place right outside of town that I can roll up after work and stay for free. But I've got the next 3 days off, dude, which might be the last time that I get this much time off before the season starts getting really busy. The town of Moab is already super busy, dude. I've heard that it gets to the point where like you can't even take a left turn. So can't wait for that. But anyway, as grateful as I am to have like a free place to stay right outside of town, camping by a whole bunch of other rigs just really isn't my thing, dude. I prefer to look out at scenery and see the scenery and not just a bunch of rigs. So I'm gonna get out of here and take a trip a little bit west. I think there's an area where I know of several different spots to camp at, and last time I was around there was nobody there. Not sure about this time, dude. Obviously spring has kind of started, so as things get warmer, dude, and the season starts approaching, the spots become a little bit more competitive. But I suppose either way there's no way, dude, that there will be more rigs there than there are here. So I'm gonna bring you guys along for whatever the next couple days entail. Hopefully we can find a sweet spot, light a fire, cook some food, dude, and just live some good old-fashioned proper truck camper life out somewhere with an amazing view. So on that note, dude, it's time to fire up the old Dodge and see where the next couple days take us.
Before
Well, dude, the good news is, like, there's hardly anybody here, and I've got this amazing spot all to myself, dude, for like miles and miles. Unfortunately, dude, I got here kind of early in the afternoon, and so I did a little bit of video editing, and the wind has picked up like super crazy. So it's way too windy tonight to have a fire, but this is definitely going to be a crazy test of the drone because it's super windy. My drone's never let me down, dude, even in the wind, but I suppose it's time to try to show you guys the view. Wow, dude. I don't know if you guys can hear this or see, but like the wind is so crazy, even today again. It's shaking the camper back and forth. Should have looked at the weather, dude, before I came out here. There is a much better spot, dude, like down this hill, but like I really did not want to go down this with my truck camper. It's insane. I know it's super windy, dude, so you might not be able to hear me. I'm sorry. But like, dude, this is so steep. Like, if I didn't have a camper on the truck, I would totally do it. But it's just not worth it, dude. Like, it's my house, you know. You guys know I hate the wind, dude. Like, it's my least favorite of everything. But because it's so windy, there's like nothing to do today but just walk around, really. I did some video editing, but I did find this, dude, super interesting out here. Look at that. Kind of a interesting little gather fire pit here built out. There's also like, looks like maybe they had a ritual or something down here. So it looks like they had a gathering and some sort of ritual. Kind of a bummer, this wind. Dude, unfortunately, I'm gonna kind of admit defeat to this wind. The thing is like I looked up on the Weather Channel app and it's only supposed to get worse throughout the rest of the day. And so I'm just gonna move spots just to somewhere where I feel like I'm a little bit less exposed. This truck and this camper weigh a ton, dude. So the probability of like the wind blowing it over this cliff is crazy low. But like, I don't know, dude. When I was living in my van, I stayed at this spot that a lot of you have probably been to, like right outside the Badlands National Park. And, you know, it's on a cliff, dude. It's one of the greatest spots I've ever stayed at. It's on a cliff. You're overlooking the Badlands. And then I went into the park the next day and that was one of my first outings in my van, and I enjoyed my time there a lot. But like, one of the people at the gift shop that worked there told me that they were changing that road and gonna like kind of fence it off because too many RVs were getting blown off of that cliff. So I mean, I understand that like I weigh probably a lot more than like one of those pull behind travel trailers or whatever, and obviously I'm tied down and whatnot, but better safe than sorry, dude. The tricky thing is this area is like the best area I've ever found in my entire life for cliff spots. There are just so many of them, but that's just gonna make it a little bit more difficult to find an area where I'm a little bit less exposed, because literally, dude, every single spot that I know of in this area, which again, there's a ton of them, but every single spot is on a cliff. So I'm gonna maybe go like behind a mountain. Maybe I'll still be on a cliff, but maybe like the mountain kind of will shield me from the wind. It's just the way she goes, dude. It's a total bummer. Not gonna be able to like camp and cook, and even exploring the area has been more annoying than fun, really, with like the high winds just blowing everything around. So is what it is, I suppose. Well, it was a good spot, dude. We'll find one with a view still. I'm pretty sure every spot in this area has got a view. Well, I'll show you the spot, guys. It is what I need it to be. Yeah. It's got a nice view of the mountains back there. I could go up like a little higher, like closer to like this cliff edge right there, but like, dude, I just kind of decided to go super low down here, and I did reposition the truck to where the wind's blowing directly on the front there, just so that way it's not shaking the camper from side to side. I had plans to like camp and cook on that sweet cliff spot, but the wind just kind of ruined it all. So I'm gonna do an early dinner tonight. It's just like some Italian sausage couscous. It's actually one of my favorite things that I used to make in my van all the time. I have not made it in a long while, so I am super stoked. Hopefully that'll make this day just a little bit better. So to make this, it's pretty simple, dude. Obviously, I was planning on cooking some Italian sausage over the fire, but we're just gonna kind of make it work in here in the camper. But yeah, you just need some couscous. I usually use mixed vegetables, but they didn't have that at the store in Moab, so we're doing the best we can with sweet peas and carrots, some canned chicken breasts, oregano, garlic, salt, butter, and some Italian seasoning. You pretty much just kind of make all of this and throw it in a pan and call it a day. Also, dude, this should be the last video like this, but I still have that shaky tripod that I bought from the last episode, and my good tripod that I just ordered should be in like 2 or 3 days from now. So hopefully this is the last video like that. I'm gonna try to be as like still and steady as possible, but I apologize in advance. Now, dude, like, I know this might sound kind of weird, but like, if you put Tapatio on this meal, it's the best. I know that's odd, but it's the perfect combination. Oh my gosh. That is very, very good. I think I mentioned before, like, normally I would have used, like, I think the brand actually is Del Monte mixed vegetables. It's just got a couple extra things in there that really kind of tie the taste together. Obviously, I would have grilled the Italian sausage and then like cut it up after grilling it into much finer little slices instead of these like chunks. But it was kind of hard to cut, dude, like before cooking it. Yeah, I suppose that could have been a mistake that was made. It still tastes just as good. But yeah, I think those are the only two things that normally I would do different. Otherwise, though, it tastes just amazing. Just as good. It doesn't really taste any... It doesn't really taste like not as good as I would normally make it right now. It tastes the same. It's more of like a texture thing, probably. But, wow. Super stoked I decided to do this. Especially since, like, it's just super quick, too. You know, dude, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I haven't really been doing that well these last couple of days. Um, you know, the thing is like, when, the thing is like, there's been a lot that's gone on behind the scenes, obviously, since that breakup video, uh, and it really kind of messed me up, dude. There was like a lot of trolling, um, and then it like turned into like some minor threats, dude. And then there was like a couple nights there where like I really questioned like my safety. And like I fled into the mountains, dude, like way deep into the forest. And you know, like I I have tried uh the best that I can to be as kind and loving and gracious throughout this entire situation as best as I can. But I'll tell you what, like, obviously I keep pretty busy, dude. I'm a pretty busy guy. I, I try to take care of myself most of the time. But like, ever since that happened, man, I've been just putting everything I have into like the channel. You know, I got a job, obviously working out. Uh, but man, things, you know, it's been good because like things have been going. You know, it's always constant, and that's usually how it is living this lifestyle anyway. It's usually pretty constant, but I'll tell you, like, when things don't go as planned, like when the weather doesn't cooperate, like the last couple days, dude, with like the wind and stuff, uh, you know, there's just like a lot of sitting around, really, because like everything that I planned to do out here, just kind of didn't really work out. And I mean, that's the way she goes, but like, yeah, dude, it really gives you, it really has given me probably just a little bit too much time uh, to think about all that stuff, dude. I'm a new YouTuber. I've never had a YouTube channel before, and the thing that no one probably really talks about, like when you start a YouTube channel, at least for me, it's been really hard for me, is like I can't really get any advice, dude, anywhere really that kind of goes along with like my channel. I'm not friends with like any YouTubers. I suppose I met Kevin that one time, but like, I'm not gonna bombard someone like that with my problems, dude. Like, the channel's doing fine, I'm doing fine, but like, yeah, dude, when the smear campaigns start and like the trolling and then the threats and stuff like that, and like, you're alone, dude, and you don't know who to talk to, you know? Um, I've never had 20,000 subscribers, dude. Like, so I think I'm still just a little shook up from all of that. And it's not something that I expected. And so, yeah, I think that's about all I think that's about all I'm gonna say about that. Uh, Thank you. Thank all of you guys. For following along, continuing to follow along, all of the just very heartfelt, meaningful comments, dude. They have meant the world to me through this ridiculous time. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys a lot. And I suppose really all I can say other than that, dude, is like, even when things don't work out, dude, like with the weather and stuff like that, I love living this way. The fact that like, I could still just drive to a different spot to avoid the wind. Still made an amazing meal. That meal was awesome, dude, and I haven't had that in a very long time, and brings back a lot of nostalgia about some very good times. And so yeah, I would say that we made the most out of the last couple days. Still got to see some beautiful views, and definitely still did live some very real, unfortunate, good old-fashioned, proper truck camper life today. So I suppose on that note, dude, I don't really want to end this video like this. I just, I I sat down to do my normal. I sat down to do like my normal talk through at the end of these type of videos, dude, and oh, all of the pent up stress, dude, it just got the best of me, and I don't even know if I'll put this in the video, to be honest, dude. I've been, like I said, super careful about this situation, and I've just tried to be super kind. But I don't really want to end this video on that type of note. So it's already been a rough enough video to make, since nothing has worked out the way that it's supposed to. So I know a lot of you guys have like a lot of you guys have asked me to play like some guitar and like throw more of like my songs and stuff like that into these videos. I do play guitar, dude, but I don't really ever have time anymore. I would have to remember how to. The song that I always play The song that I always play while we're cooking, that like clean guitar song, that's a song that I wrote. Um, but so I don't know. I I suppose either like later tonight or tomorrow I'll throw in like a cover song rendition if I can get myself around to it, or otherwise, dude, I do have a recording of me doing that cover song in my first van, actually, while I was building it. Um, and it's a song by the Get Up Kids, and it's just a really good song, dude. It's all about kind of life on the road, dude, and uh, and encountering hard times, and and yeah, it's super good. So I think that I will throw that in there. Thank you for coming along on this truck camper life adventure, dude. Keep on living that dream, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Just to get by and try to stay high, it's a good life. End of discussion. In the hours like sand, the holes in my hand, I'm a good soul. Martyr me, and I'm wasting my life. It's passing me by, it's a good fight. Throw in the towel. In the hours I spend on enough to pay rent, I'm just sinking water deep. And all I have is defeat. Lack of my time, the case of my crime, it's a roadblock. Need a catharsis, and the patience is spent on the virtue I sent to the basement. Far from me, the less that I spend on this mess that I'm in could be used towards something of value. Oh, but time on my side isn't anything other than needed. Can you see? Oh, that all I have is defeat. Oh, all I have is defeat. To